Yep.
Under the saddle, no dirt or particles. I'm going to get her good where her cinch is going to go. That's worked out nice and well. All along with the saddle pad. Now that we're done brushing, we're going to go ahead and pick their feet. How you do this is you're going to take your hand, you're going to run it down the back of their leg, down their tendon, kind of squeeze a little bit. She should lift up for you. Then I'm going to pick away from, you don't want to hit the frog, it's tender in there, so you're just going to pick away. She's shoes, and her feet look pretty clean, but we'll get at whatever is in there. Like that, you're always picking away from, towards the front of the hoof, away from the frog. Then you're going to set their foot down for them, like that. And for the back, I always make it so she can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to put a hand here, and I'm going to grab it with my right hand, same way as the front one, slide down the front, kind of squeeze, she should lift up, then I move in and under and I grab it with my other hand. Then again, you pick away from the frog towards the front of the hoof, and then I do the same thing. I go ahead and step out of the way, and then I'm going to set the hoof down. I'm going to go ahead and start saddling her up. So we'll grab the pad. This has a cutout because she has a pretty prominent withers here. Sometimes they don't have a cutout when there's not such a big prominence there, but for her, I'll go ahead and place it right about there. I like to flip up this stirrup and stuff to make it easier to get on there. Heave it up and on. There. Okay. Now, with saddling a horse, go ahead and make sure that the saddle is centered on the pad. You don't want any part of the saddle to be touching the horse. You want it all to be on the pad. I'm going to go ahead and pull out the cinch, or the latigo. Unhook it on this side. Here we've got a back cinch with this saddle also. If she were to have a breast collar, you could hook that around here too. But first, I would do your cinch, get it going. You're going to lap it, push it through there a couple of times. And I never tighten this all the way until I'm about to get on. So for now, we'll just leave it here. And then I'll show you when I go back and tighten what it'll look like. Next, we grab the back cinch, and this you want to be just tight enough that you can't get any kind of sticks or anything stuck in there that might cause the horse to be uncomfortable. So you don't want it tight, but just enough that you can't get anything under there. Bridling. I'm going to start by taking off the halter and putting it around the neck. This is just for safety, so your horse doesn't bolt or you don't lose track of your horse or anything like that. Next, these specific reins are going to go over her head first. That's not always the case, but just the way that this setup is. And also, as you see, this bridle only has a hole for one ear. A lot of head stalls are different. Some will have nothing like this. It'll go over both. But yeah, that's how this one is. So what you do is you're going to put it in your right hand. You're going to come to the mouth. Bring it, pull her head in. Put it up against the teeth. Oh, she took it real easy. If she doesn't take it that easy, you can go ahead and stick a finger in between where their teeth end, so you're not going to get bit. You kind of stick your finger in there, and she'll open up for you. Alright. Go ahead and take this off. Next, we're going to do the chin strap. This you just want, it doesn't have to be tight, just tight enough that she's not, if, drops her head and her foot doesn't get stuck up in it or anything like that. So, with a bridling, you want to make sure that it's not so tight that their cheeks are going up like this. You want it to rest comfortably for them. Some people say smile lines, some people say none. I would say just where they can hold it comfortably and it's not pulling on their mouth. Yeah. So that's a good bridle right here. Now I'm going to go back and I'm just going to retighten this. The saddle doesn't have to be so tight on there that, your poor horse is struggling to breathe or anything like that. What I will do with this extra stuff is you can either put it up through here, there's a holder, but I typically do a little extra safety catch right here. Like this. Like that. Alright, now for riding. We're going to go over how to mount your horse. Typically what I do is I grab my reins in my left hand and I grab a tuft of hair. It's not going to hurt the horse, but it helps you get a good grip. Obviously first you want to make sure your stirrups are the right length. Typically, this is going to be about where you can reach the saddle from under your armpit. That's about the right length. So these will do. And I usually do a little hop and then go up. You want to make sure to sit lightly. You don't want to plop down on your horse. And, swing your leg over. That's all pretty obvious from getting on. You always want to make sure your horse is standing still for you when you get on. Obviously, she moves a little bit, but you just kind of hold tight on the reins for that. Now we're going to go ahead and walk. Show you how to walk. This horse is a rein neck raised horse. You're going to property, so she